It's Melba.
Hi, how are you? How was your day
Fantastic
today?
to hear you.
Excellent, excellent, excellent. Great, great. Well,
Great.
welcome to Talk Back with Steve Mack. I'm honored, and I thank you for this interview. You're my first interview for my new podcast, Talk Back with Steve Mack. So thank you
Okay.
again.
Good. At least you
Okay.
rhyming.
Absolutely,
Good.
exactly. Thank you. Yes, yeah.
Good.
So let's see. So now your new book you just released not too long ago. Your new autobiography. This is it.
Yes.
Marvelous and getting better. And indeed, and you have such a storied career. You've done so much. What was it? What inspired you to write the book? Was it just like the right timing, or um, how what said you? What was the motivation? Say, you know what? I'm going to tell my story. I'm going to tell my story now. So, what
Didn't
was your
quite happen like
motivation?
that. I wasn't even thinking about it, but of course, it takes the next generation to remind you that time is passing, and
Hmm.
everybody got a book but you, Ma. So why don't you do one?
Good. That's it. Exactly. And believe me, your story, because I know a lot of it is very inspirational. I mean, you grew up in Harlem, and
Yeah.
and
Got it.
then you moved to Newark,
Yeah.
and then you were in the production of Hair, and I understand that one of the roles you had replaced Diane Keaton, I think, if I'm not mistaken.
The lead role.
Believer, wow, that is
Right.
incredible.
That was
I
a big
wish
deal.
I was. It was, yes, and especially being black and everything. That
Right.
was wow, that was incredible. What was that experience just like? I mean, that must have just been something just wow. That's one of the wow moments I call it.
Yeah, it was like a wow moment. Like it was very exotic. It was very different. But actually, it's probably almost as exciting nowadays because we were really in an
Mhm,
experiment. The
mhm.
director's name was Tom O'Horgan, and his specialty was experimental theater. I hadn't done any theater, so the whole thing was an experiment for me. So naturally, it was an exciting experience. It would have been for any piece, but because that was so unusual, it broke all the racial rules, it broke all the sexual rules, it broke all the legitimate theater, it broke all the rules. For the first time as a black person, I wore my hair natural. I was a school teacher
Oh,
first, and I had to straighten my hair.
oh,
So to
oh,
give you an
wow,
idea of how
interesting.
bizarre it was to just be natural.
I'm sure. I'm sure. Wow, that is awesome. That is yeah. Wow, that's great. And how long were you with the production of Hair?
I was with it for a very long time because I
Wow.
didn't have a manager, so I got into it in an interesting way. I like people to read about it in the book. Um,
Mhm.
so it ran for like maybe 2, 3 years, maybe longer than that, and then it came back in revival. So it ran a long time. So I was on Broadway there in that one show for a year and a half before I left it.
Wow. That is awesome. That is
That's very
excellent.
long. That's
And
very long for
yes,
Broadway.
it is. Exactly, exactly. That was very groundbreaking for you indeed. And then sometime later you were in Pearly, and
Well,
I wasn't born
yeah.
yet,
Go ahead.
but
Yes, I'm
I
sorry.
saw that's okay. But I saw years later in 1981 there was on cable I believe,
Yeah.
and the revival, and I was just so impressed. I enjoyed it so much, and you Robert Guillaume, Sherman Hemsley. It was there was
Yeah.
and you won an Emmy for it initially too. Excellent.
Um, I'm not sure if I won an Emmy for it. I know I got a Tony for the live production.
Oh, okay, gotcha. Okay, gotcha. Okay, yes, absolutely, yes, because yeah, you definitely deserved it. Because what I saw, what I saw in the when it came on years later, I said this is some play. This is great. This is
It was
great.
special.
I love it. Y'all did an excellent job.
Do you
Absolutely,
remember at all
absolutely.
the very opening scene?
Um, it's been a while. You
Let
can
me see if
refresh
I can
my
remind
memory.
you because it was a church scene, and it started with
Mhm.
a piano player, the church piano player, and it had this
Mhm.
beautiful, heavy set dark woman walking up.
Oh, Yes, it's coming back to me a little bit. Yes,
Okay.
yes, yes.
Then they had this
Okay.
whole gospel dance chorus, Broadway Black number.
Yes. Okay. Yes, it's coming back to me a little bit because I do remember I was impressed. I was about 9 years old when I saw it, but I was really impressed because I love
I was
theater.
going to ask you, was you one of them kids that grew up on the video?
Yes, I'm a 70s child. Yes, no, I'm definitely born in 71, so 70s child. Yes, absolutely.
So,
yeah, so yeah.
I know you know it really was a special show. Yeah.
Absolutely, yes, and all of you and everyone else did an excellent job.
Amazing.
Absolutely, yes.
Yeah.
And then groundbreaking too. You and Clifton Davis, when you had the variety show, Clifton and Melba. That was again, I was a baby, but I caught reruns years later. Thanks to YouTube, I saw some things, and I was. And my mom said she always remembered watching it. Followed y'all and everything, and she watched the show, and looking at the reruns that were on YouTube, I was like, this is a great show. I mean, y'all had some great guests. I saw Gene Stapleton from All the Family on there, and Gladys and the Pips, I think, were on one. Yeah, so what was that experience like?
Because you could look at them later and then see if you were just a kid, or would you might still not that it was on now, but you still enjoyed what you had seen then. Yeah.
Absolutely, and y'all were great and together, and I know that was like there was a period that I know that's made. I think you may talk about it in the book, but it was just a difficult time. Was it that period for you?
Absolutely, there were no blacks anywhere. It certainly was no blacks on Broadway. I mean, we were not the first Broadway music, but the time. One of the reasons that Clifton and I met was because the time that we met, things were really starting to blossom because one of the great Broadway directors, David Merrick, had put a version of Hello Dolly on Broadway, starring this time Pearl Bailey and Cab Calloway.
Okay.
He was right. They were right down the street from Pearlie, and the reason I even Clifton is because the lady who was my co-actor, Novella Nelson, who played the role of Aunt Missy, was a friend of Clifton's. They would see each other, and they would double date with her boyfriend and him and whomever. So he was coming around and hanging around all the time. Now I realize he was hanging around for me too. So she introduced us.
I definitely understand. Sure.
But one of the reasons I think we got offered the show was two reasons. One is because somebody from CBS came to Clifton and came to me, and we were dating at the time, and offered us to do the summer series. But it had also been offered by Cal Burnett as her summer replacement. So she actually helped make it happen, offered her summer slot for us to do just the summer six shows.
Wow, that is great. Oh, props to Miss Burnett. That is excellent.
Yeah.
Yes.
There's so many wonderful things happen for us to open the door because, if white people don't want it to happen, it don't happen.
Yeah, no, really, it's true. It's the truth. Yeah, absolutely. And your recording career, I mean, it's awesome. I mean, Peach Melba, we had This Is It. And I love Lean on Me. Oh, it's so touching. It's so touching. I mean, your range is just awesome. It's incredible. Who inspired you to sing? Who were your influences?
Oh, gosh, so many. I come from a musical family. My natural father, his name was Teddy Hill, and he was a big band leader. But he was also the manager of Minton's Playhouse, which was a spawning place for what was called then, back in the 40s and 50s, modern jazz. When jazz really kind of first broke out with people like, trying to think of now, Bobby Timmons or, I can't think of the people now, but
sure.
The real serious jazz artists. And Minton's Playhouse actually is still there, and it's a landmark in terms of a spawning place. That was my natural father, and my mother was a professional singer, and they worked together at some point, but they didn't marry, so I didn't have that family formulation, but it's in my DNA. But my mother married a musician from Newark, New Jersey, and he had a
Oh.
son and a daughter, and so now I had a sister and a brother. I moved from New York to Newark, and began to actually study music. So now it's in
Oh.
it's the centerpiece of our family. All of us take piano lessons. We all become students of music, and so you just fall in love with it. And then somewhere along the way, I found out I had a voice. So thank God for that.
Wow.
I probably would have still been in it anyway because I love it.
Amen. Yes, and I mean you are definitely one of the great voices ever. I'm not just saying that because my mom had the album, still has it, Portrait of Melba, and I remember there was a song on it, and I love the album cover with the purple hat and the drawing, the painting was so beautiful. And one of the songs that she still loves, "You Are My River." That was just excellent.
Yes, I remember that song. Yeah, those,
absolutely.
I think that album was actually done for me too by Jimmy Fadden and John Whitehead. So that feel, that sound is theirs. The music.
Absolutely.
So warm and I guess Philly International, it has a vibe to it because it's they wrote really big hits for Philly.
Oh yes, absolutely, and even like standing right here, shoot, I loved it. I was a little kid, but I was shouting that. I loved it. I'm telling you, but
in the kitchen.
I mean, I tell you, but no, it was your career is just phenomenal. I mean, you were also getting back to plays for a moment. You were in the play Timbuktu, and I read about that.
That happened because Jeffrey Holder had this dream to do this, and of course he was a dancer and choreographer, and costume designer, and an actor. And he wanted to produce and direct a musical based on Timbuktu, or the African tradition. And so he took an original opera, which was Kismet, and he turned it into Timbuktu. And then he got his two favorite ladies, Eartha Kitt and Melba Moore, to star in it.
Oh wow!
And the rest of the cast is just phenomenal too, as well. But it was really done kind of like classically, in terms of classical style music.
Wow, that's beautiful. I read up on it. I think I don't know, was it Jet or Ebony when I was a kid. I love to read, but and I didn't see it unfortunately. But I read about it. It seemed like it must have been a truly awesome play, and and
we had any visuals of that. Like, the only reason we had a privilege because for some reason I don't know why I had the idea to tell my then husband that we should tape that and put it on. I don't know why he even thought of that because nobody did that. They still don't. I think the Black Shakespeare Theater, the only thing that's really on video.
Wow.
I don't know why they don't do it. Not that they should, but I'm glad we did because they're on record for people to see, so they can actually witness it.
Absolutely.
I think I'm blessed. That's why young people and everybody know about it because you can go and see it.
Absolutely. Yes. And you also with everyone was getting into disco. Your another favorite of mine. You stepped into my life. You worked with the Bee Gees. Was it? And that was another. I'm a dancer, so that got me.
To me, I'm kind of typical of one example. One means the poster child for America. We are diverse, especially the Black people.
That's true. Very true. Very true. Yes.
Those opportunities were all blossoming in different places of the same era, same areas. Same areas. They were all crisscrossings. I remember, you probably don't know who Ethel Merman is, but she even had a hit record. She was like super, super, super white Broadway star. But everybody could have a disco record. There was a place in it for everybody somehow. I don't know. Everybody fit and let everybody in.
Yeah,
and a lot of people had hits, and the music was very, very widely, broadly accepted, and had a few different areas that allowed people to accommodate the style.
Absolutely,
A lot
that's
of
very
people
true.
could participate in it, and of course it was global, it was worldwide.
Absolutely, absolutely. And then, I know a lot of artists, recording artists suffered with the backlash after disco, with because it was things were changing, times were changing, and then but you kept going. You had Mine Up Tonight and Love's Coming at You. You just kept going and going, and that's just you know. Yeah, I admire that so much, and I know it's the business, entertainment business. It's not easy, but I admire the fact that you just kept going and just going, and that's just phenomenal. And and then too,
we had like different songwriters who had different styles, and they kind of accommodated not only different periods, but maybe just even different lanes of the same dance music. Now we have
sure.
Some of the categories too, like house and some other categories is that you can fit into. But I guess we were developing that then.
Sure,
you find a place for yourself, and you have a good marketing team, and you go out and you support the music as well.
Yes.
And then you get good public relations team to make sure the music gets played in the power places.
Absolutely, that's very important. Very important. Absolutely. And then, if I'm not mistaken, you kind of helped discover Freddie Jackson, right? Or
no,
in some way
I played that whole thing right there.
Okay, all right, absolutely, yeah, yeah, yeah. Because oh goodness, yes, because I know
I'm so proud of him, of course. Yeah. Now, I didn't discover it all by myself, but I take responsibility for him actually, deciding to come with our company and let us mentor him. Because with the talent that he had, he could have done it. He could have gone a lot of different places if people had known what he had. But we tried to keep it undercover until we got him established before somebody took him away from us. Because he is so. I mean, he's super, super, super talented. He's has a great personality. So, he's a good talker. I mean, he's funny. He's just a great, great, great entertainer, and he's a great songwriter. So he writes songs. So, and for managers and stuff, the publishing, that's where the money is. That's where you want an artist.
Yes,
not
it is.
Just a star. So he was a great, 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 great friend and a great friend.
Absolutely, and the song you both did together a little bit more. I mean, I remember watching y'all on Soul Train, I think, and it was Soul Train. And I said, wow, hearing on the radio, and I was like, y'all voices just wow. I want to hold you in my arms forever. I love it. I just love the song. Y'all did a great job. Absolutely, I love that song.
Well, actually, Freddie did a great job. I'm trying to think. I think Gene McFadden wrote that for us. Actually, Freddie. Freddie's so creative, and whenever you write anything for him, by the time he finishes with, he might as well have co-written it. By the time he makes his own, his riff and whatever he do it to tell a story. But he really laid it out so that I could fit him.
Yes. Yeah. But y'all definitely complimented each other. I mean, that was a great song, and also another great song you had, "Falling." There's when your range. I mean, when you hold that note. I mean, my goodness. I said, wow.
Once again, that was Gene McFadden who wrote that for me, because after spending some time with each other, with our company and everything, with me and all the different artists, he sort of realized kind of what my pattern was, and so he created Falling so I could do the notes and so I could tell that kind of gentle, tender story like my little personality is. And do what I know how to do.
Amen. Yes, you do. Yeah. Yes, and then during this period, you also I did watch the show Melba, and I know from what I read that it sadly the Space Shuttle Challenger explosion that was made the news just kind of just made it that, if I'm not mistaken, you can correct me, but it was supposed to, I think it was on that night and it was preempted. I don't remember, but what I saw of it though, yes, and I know some reruns came back on, I think that spring or summer, and I remember watching it, and I loved the show. I was hoping it would stay on, but at least you had the show, and again, it's like you were evolving like a they say like when the caterpillar turns into a butterfly. They definitely, your career
Right. I was
Absolutely, and
very much evolving. You're right.
absolutely, and then one of the things that I love when you've done movies too. Most people, there was a movie called Death by Temptation that a lot of people don't. I mean, I guess people do know about it. It was, and you played in there. You were like a if I'm not mistaken, it's like a I don't know if it's the sorceress the right word, but I remember what's the
That may
actor's
be
name
close
that was
to
in
it.
it? He
Something
yeah,
evil.
yeah, and then I remember you know, like the demon came out, you woo, and I was like, whoa, I said, wow, I loved it. That was a great job, and you know, you've done lots of Love Boat and other programs and stuff, and you were just again, just very very inspirational. And then one of the songs I loved when you did the Lip Every Voice and Sing in 1999. That was phenomenal. I mean, it was. What do you remember about that project? Doing
Well,
that
I
project.
remember having a hiatus and had some time off, just kind of laying around the house, and I didn't go
Mhm.
anywhere. I was relaxing, and I was watching TV one night, and the NAACP awards were on, and they were honoring some
Mhm.
people, and among them was Dr. Dorothy Height, who was the president of the
Oh
National
yes.
Council of Women. And I had heard about the organization, but I really didn't know much about it or about her. And I watched them
Mhm.
on her, and I thought, oh, she's an incredible person. I wonder if I had some time, if I could spend some time with her in her organization, just
Mhm.
because she was talking about the different family reunion celebrations that she was having in the major cities that
Mhm.
had black populations. That would be fun for me to do while I was on my hiatus, see what's
Mhm.
going on in my community and stuff like
Mhm.
that. I called her, and she allowed me to come out. And she didn't really have any place for me at first, but she just invited me to come and provide accommodations for me. And then she invited me to come
Mhm.
to some of the, all of the events, but she invited me to come and sing at some of the breakfast, prayer breakfast that she would have. And she would say, you should
Mhm.
sing something. I said, oh, I don't have anything to sing. She said, why don't you sing the Negro
Mhm.
National Anthem? And being from New York City, I didn't know we had one.
Oh wow, interesting. Wow.
She said, "You are black, aren't you?" I said, "Well, well."
Ooh, goodness.
So naturally, I found out about it and who wrote it and everything. I said, "Oh my God, yeah, I know
Mhm.
that song. Of course, I know that song." So I was with Capitol
Mhm.
Records, and I thought, I bet you a lot of people from the North, for different reasons, don't pay any attention to our anthem or don't know we have one. That's the shame. That shouldn't be. So
Mhm.
our A&R person at Capitol, his name was Scott Folks. He was a black person, and I thought, well, let me just
Mhm.
talk to him and see if he has any kind of empathy for this. Maybe because he's black, he might at least give me some ideas about if I should think about trying to do it. Well, he thought it was a good
Mhm.
idea, but also with our label was the only secular artist on any, I mean, only religious or sacred artist on any religious label
Mm.
happened to be Bebo and
Wow.
CeCe Winans and Capitol Records.
Mhm.
Because they,
Mm.
they
Okay.
broke all the molds too. They really took
Right.
inspirational music into pop.
Right. Exactly. Yes. Mhm.
They did
Absolutely.
that
Yes.
just to put them, with their style and what they did of everything. So they talked about it, and what happened was like BB actually took over the project with me and for me, and he went out and got all the
Mhm.
different artists to do it with Scott Folks on Capitol Records, and he actually did the
Wow.
arrangement.
Wow. It was flawless. I mean, it was it was
Excuse
it
me,
was.
let me say that Debbie Allen directed it, and
Oh. Okay. Yes. Oh. Okay.
we
Right.
also
Okay.
had
Great.
Jesse Jackson did the 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 vocal performance on the recording, and on the video, Lou
Mhm.
Gossett did it.
Mhm.
He did the acting.
Wow.
So it was a
Wow.
really
Yeah. It was.
star-studded in terms of just great Americans, great artists that did it.
y-
And I think the
Yes. It
Jasmine
was.
Guy
And
was dancing on it, and I think her name was
wow.
Terry Arrington, was our female drummer. There was a saxophonist. I can't remember everybody. Stevie, I was
Sure.
ridiculous. I mean, you talk
But
about an
no. I
honor.
remember.
Oh my gosh.
Yes, I mean that's just my goodness. Yeah, I remember that. it was really really phenomenal. I mean, and kudos to you and everyone involved. That was wonderful. It should be played every Black History Month. Absolutely.
Right. Well, somewhere it usually is, but I have to take a more active part in seeing if that can happen now.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
It is so important not to forget it.
Yes, exactly.
To encourage other people to do it again.
Yeah, very true, very true. And then you had returned to Broadway to Les Miserables. I think I said it right. You
Les Miserables.
You had. Thank you, Al. Thank you. Thank you.
Yes.
It's a tongue twister. Absolutely, and
yes.
and
that was unusual and a great opportunity too. And that happened because I saw Whoopi Goldberg and I saw Lily Tomlin do their one-woman autobiographical pieces on PBS, and I thought, I want to try that, see if I could create something. And I was in this little town called Hollywood, Florida, trying to learn how to do that, and getting some people helping me learn how to write a play, to script something. I had a workshop, and the gentleman's name was Richard J. Alexander, and he came in to see the workshop, and he said, he didn't get too much about my little play, but...
Oh boy! Wow! Oh goodness!
He had seen me in Pearly, and he knew that I could belt it out, but he didn't know that I could sing other kinds of music or sing classical music. He was impressed with my voice, and that it wasn't just what he heard in Pearly. So he said, I think you have an incredible voice, and what I would like, and I think that you're a fine actress. He said, what I'd like to do is see if I can pitch you for Les Miserables. He said, I know you don't know me and you don't believe me, but he gave me his number. He said, just give me some time, and I'm going to see if I can find a part for you. He didn't offer me anything particular. But when he came back, he had the role of Fantine, which is the female lead. And he had met with his colleagues, and I didn't audition for it. They gave me the part.
Wow.
The only thing he required was he said, you can't holler and hoop, you can't belt.
Okay. Yeah. Wow.
You had to take direction.
Yes, right.
You had to do what we tell you to do, not what you wanted to do.
Exactly.
I thought that was
is so awesome.
Just an incredible opportunity. Yeah. And then
absolutely.
I'm a born-again Christian, so I was really, 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 really impressed with the fact that, first of all, of course, it's about the French Revolution, not about black people. And a lot of times when I tell black people about that, they're not necessarily familiar with it. Because, why would they be going to see that unless they were just, maybe now, theater goers, but back in those times, there'd be no reason for them to necessarily know or want to go to see that. But
right.
What struck me was that the story, I guess because I'm a born again, and I had some really difficult times happening for me at the time that I got cast for it. Matter of fact, I was in and out of court trying to get custody of my daughter, and all. It was very, very, very difficult. And
wow.
I said, wow, but this story, let me pay attention to what's happening to me in my life, not just the acting opportunity and everything. This is a story about Jean Valjean, who is a man who finds Jesus. The story is about. And the French Revolution, of course.
Yes.
Yes. That's a very unusual opportunity to have, and I know this is coming from God, so let me see, can I do it right?
Yes, and I'm going to trust you. I'm sure you did an excellent job, as you do with everything you do. That is great.
I'm glad you
had that opportunity. Yes, and
then
you had
there were a lot of black actors and other different ethnic groups that have done it since, but I was the first, so that makes a privilege.
Wow,
somebody
how groundbreaking
because there's no reason I would have thought of going up and auditioning for it or asking. But I thought several times, and I thought it was an incredible classic, piece of theater, but I never thought of myself in it.
Yes. I mean, absolutely.
Surprise.
Absolutely, and and kudos to you. Yes, that was God works. I tell you, that was great. It was did you say it was like a catharsis for you in a sense?
Absolutely.
You were going through at that time. Great. That's
and
to
do such serious theater and the staging and the sets and the movement. You really had to do what you're going to do. I remember one night I got caught in the sheet. You had to really figure out what you were doing and do it the way they tell you to do it, and don't change it, and do it on time because you might get hit by a set.
Oh no! Oh goodness!
Yeah,
Wow!
It was very complicated, very huge. Not as simple or anything like I had to like pearl or anything.
Right. Absolutely. Wow. And also you did a film. Let me see. The Fighting Temptations. I saw that a couple of times. And you were in that.
Love that.
Yes.
Yeah,
yes.
and love for Angie Stolu's gone now too.
Oh yeah, may she rest in peace.
That's
yes.
the way.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Yes.
But that was an amazing experience too. I mean, just because of.
Oh yeah.
Well, first of all, like I was saying, I was a born-again Christian, so I was very sensitive that they weren't going to poke the wrong kind of fun at the church. I didn't want to participate in that.
Sure.
But I felt like they were very respectful to the church. And of course, church people are the most hilarious in the world.
Yes, true. Yes.
And these black ones, I don't know about the white ones, but we are hilarious. And you don't have to curse and nothing. You don't have to be nasty and dirty. It's just they will have you gagging.
Exactly. That is true. That is very true. That was a great film. I enjoyed it.
It was great. I mean, they had the funniest people in it. The director. I'm trying to. Did you ever see this movie? My Cousin Vinny.
No, I've heard about it. I know it's a big film, but I've never seen it. No.
When you get a chance, see it, because it's just so well written. It's so well directed. It's so well acted, and it's hilarious. It's not dirty or anything. It's just hilarious. Well, he directed. He directed The Fighting Temptations. Like I would watch him direct something. Like he would tell the organ player to play it a certain way. He said, "No, play it this way," and when he would play it a certain way, it really would be funny. He was so gifted at that. So I know the movie was funny because everybody in it was funny, but the direction and the writing and everything was brilliant. I'm sure it's going to wind up being a classic.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely, yes, absolutely. And you, I mean, fast forward to now. You have got a new song, which I am loving, No Filter.
Oh, great. You heard it a little bit?
Yes. I mean, and I dance to it, and it makes me feel good. It's inspirational. I love the words. And who did you work with on that song? It's a dynamite song.
Great. That's George and Angela Pettis.
Okay, gotcha. Yes, I downloaded it.
Terry Hunter, I think, did the final mix on it. Terry Hunter.
Oh, okay, yeah. It makes you feel good, and we need that in this time of where the things the country is going through now. That's another story, but and things, and it's an album of the same title too, correct? If I'm not mistaken. Or is it just
I have an album
right now?
Oh, Imagine. I'm working. That one is an old album. I'm working on a new one now. Yeah, so that's not
you are.
Yet. Yeah, that's coming.
Excellent. Oh, excellent. Okay, great. Excellent. That is awesome. And your book is out, and I know you've gone through, as I said earlier, you're like a caterpillar. You're like evolving into a butterfly.
Still evolving, yes. Not quite through yet, I hope. Not that there are too many stages to go, but what I'd like to do is just be consistent in all the different areas and have good quality stuff coming up every now and then, while I still can. Yeah.
Oh, sure, absolutely. And you in any like anything you in this business, because there are a lot of people they look at the entertainment industry, they see the fame, they see the fortune, and they don't know the things that go on, like some things that go on behind the scenes. And what advice would you give to anyone that wants to go into the entertainment industry, to what they should do, don't do?
Well, I would always encourage it. It's different for every single person, like a fingerprint. It's so many different things to do in it, and whatever it is you do, whatever you can research about before you get in. One thing, you have all kinds of information at your fingertips these days. If you can get some good friends and good counsel, don't try to go in it by yourself. Well, you may investigate it by yourself. That's fine. But I think you should have somebody to be with, whether you're a man or a woman, or a boy or a girl, a partner to witness it. But for one thing, you can't perceive everything from your perspective. You need another perspective, and I think it's good to have a partner.
Yes, absolutely, yes. Because too often, many people, you like to say, they fall prey to things out here, and they need to have someone who really has exactly, and has their back, and and things. That's very important, very important. And I mean, and you like I said, your career is just it's just incredible. I mean, you got a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame, and congratulations to you. It's been a long time coming. I mean, absolutely, and it's just and you're very, such an inspiration, and your music, your career as a whole, and is there any, one question that I've asked people over the years, like other artists, was there ever a song out there that someone recorded and you said to yourself, oh, I wish I did that song first? Was there ever a song out there that someone did and said, I wish I did that first? Can you think of any song?
No, a lot of times I become fans of people, and so I'll see what will happen if I do the song some kind of way, but not like to make a hit out of it too. Just because I guess I like the artist or I like the song. That's happened.
Sure.
I think one song that's just because I made mine and people love it is "Lean on Me," the one that was done by Miss Aretha Franklin, because I was such a fan of hers, and everybody was, of course. Not like I was anybody in the whole world.
Exactly.
The song is called "Lean on Me," but there's another one by Bill Withers. Sorry, that's also called "Lean on Me." Not that one, but of course it doesn't sound anything like her. But just in singing it, I learned to sing better.
Absolutely.
I think listening at other artists and comparing yourself, it's a good thing. I mean, you don't have to try to compete, or you can. Because we're all human beings. There's not going to be one of a kind.
No, it's very true.
So I guess you're going to compare each other. It doesn't have to be a bad thing.
Yeah, sure. Because I've asked other artists too. Like I remember I interviewed, I think it was Larry Dunner from Fire, some time ago, and he said it was competition in those days, but it was friendly competition. It wasn't like he said it wasn't like, oh, we're going to beat up the Commodores, or we're going to do this, or we're going to do that. He said it was friendly competition. There was no violence. There was no anything like that. Everyone supported one another and things, and that's what that was great about the music from like the 60s, 70s, 80s. It was feel good music. It was it was and like I said, the song "No Filter." I mean that has that vibe, and I love the words, and I love it just makes you feel good, and and that's so needed now. It's really needed.
I think George and Angela, they wrote that for me, but they also they're very, very, very very positive people. They're very talented. They're good people. They got great energy, and they're great musicians. So I think you have a combination of good people and good music, and they know the market pretty well. I mean, they're not old people; they're young people, but they know the market. They're savvy, so I think you have a good energy.
Oh, sure, definitely so. Yes, it's so important. And is there anyone that you haven't worked with yet that you would like to work with in the future, like an artist or a musician? You work with so many people.
Do you know Martell Jordan?
Oh yes, absolutely, yes.
He said he's gonna write something for me.
Oh, wow, great. Okay, that is excellent.
And I
Excellent.
think there's
All
a gospel
right.
artist. I think his name is it Charlie Jenkins?
Yes, I think that name sounds very familiar. Yes. Mhm. That
But
is
they're going to be some
great.
people I'm
Yeah.
going to be working with. They said they're going to write some things for me, and I don't write. I don't want to write.
Mhm. Yeah,
I
okay.
want real writers.
You're right here, I understand that definitely. No, but no, but I'm sure they're going to be phenomenal working with those gentlemen. Absolutely.
Yeah,
Yes.
there's going to be
And
different people I'll have the opportunity to work with, thank God, because they've expressed an interest. So
absolutely. Yes.
I'm blessed that way. I don't have to chase them down. They want to work with me.
That's good. No, that's great. That is so awesome, and definitely I know if not your main guiding force is God, and I know through all the ups and downs and the backwards for us, He's been there for you. Absolutely, absolutely, yes.
Who were you mentioning? I'm sorry.
Oh no, that's okay. No, and I know everything you've gone through, the ups and the downs, and the God has definitely been, I know, a guiding force for
absolutely.
you.
Oh, some of the things that are
Mm-hmm.
getting ready to happen to me right now, I know are the miracles.
Mhm. Oh yeah, absolutely.
They're
Mhm.
not. I mean, they're
Sure.
wonderful and great and fabulous, but I think they're supernatural.
Mhm.
Not
Oh no, definitely.
that
Because
I'm so good, but I know that the situations and the power that's available because of the internet and the way things are now. First of all, you have to have a certain can I say, get the people around you to even be able to navigate it.
yes. Mhm. Very true. Very true. Yes, that's important. It's very true.
And to again, I feel like I'm in a little bit of a cocoon. Not that anybody's safe from anything, but
Mhm.
I'm trying to hear what God is saying first.
Sure.
And I
Absolutely.
think
Absolutely. Yes.
He'll give you a reward with that, and not just for yourself, but make you a blessing to other people. And because right now, like from I know you were kind of sensing it. It's difficult to be happy or to be at peace.
Mhm.
That's extremely important.
Yes.
Not
It's
just
very
the same. And
true.
of course, if
Very.
you're out here trying to do something, there's so many terrible things that can happen to you.
Mhm. No, you're right. And
I mean, anybody,
you're right.
not me particular. But
Sure. No.
let
Sure.
me put it this way: I'm trying to stay under the blood.
Oh no. No.
But I
No.
know it's
Amen. Oh,
supernatural and it's
amen.
not just nice and normal. And the things that God wants
Right.
for you are very, very, very powerful. So you have to be covered.
No, that you have to be covered by the blood. It's true, very, very true. And I think too, whatever a person does, whether it's show business or whatever it is, have that grounding, because
Absolutely. You can't just
so
do
much.
something you like to want to do. You have to be committed to it. God has to have tested you. And now I feel like from my time with the Lord, officially, I mean, we're all with him, of course, but in the terms of being formally trying to be with him, I'm kind of mature in it, so he can trust me with a little elevation, so that he can use me as a poster child for what he would like to do with people who he thinks did a pretty decent job, and show everybody what he wants to do for all of them too.
Sure, it's very true. It's exactly very true. And let me see. You also there was something else. I guess let me see. There was one other thing you did. Oh, you had let me see here. You were honored in Philadelphia for working with the Mazzoni Center, which is an LGBTQ health and wellness center.
Amazing. That was ridiculous.
Wow. That's incredible. And
I knew Lisa Fisher. I know Tuatha. She used to sing back up on my records. I can't even remember the dancer's name. I'm bringing the noise. I had met him from Newark.
Oh, Savion Glover.
Savion. I said, oh my God.
Oh yes.
I mean, seeing some great tap dancers and great artists and everything, but no one's exactly like him.
Oh no, he's phenomenal.
He's ridiculous. He's just his own. God's own creation. They did him. I don't know how to say it. Give him the stage and let him do what he wants to do. And I said, well, my goodness, that's what he thinks of me? Oh, Lord have mercy. And he hasn't even said nothing yet. This is just with his taps.
Wow, that is. I gotta. Maybe it's on YouTube. I gotta check that out. That's great.
Yeah, it's really quite amazing to see him conceive and translate these things all in tap. You know, that's his language. You know, which of course any artist does, whatever kind of artist they do. But it's really quite amazing to see each artist do that.
Yes, absolutely. Yes, absolutely.
And it's okay, well, Miss Moore, that's what they think of you. That's how they interpret you. Oh, okay.
Oh, goodness. Yes, well, you deserve it.
Tawatha, you remember Tawatha from Juicy, right?
Yes. Oh, yes. Yes.
That incredible voice, and I don't know what else you've heard her sing, but she closed the show with my what's not mine, but his hair has let the sunshine in.
Wow. Oh, from here. Wow.
So unlike her.
Wow. Oh, man.
And then something like that, you know, from a Broadway show especially, it's unusual.
Yes.
But then it let me see some of the things that have made me famous are unusual. Especially you see another artist, great artist, you know, but maybe they're known for something else, and they do it.
Yes, absolutely. Wow. Well, you deserve it. You deserve, you know, in your long career. You're welcome. In your long career, you know, you deserve all these accolades and tributes. And usually, last question I usually ask everyone that I interview is.
What I thought was important about it too, that they pitched me, that I think they knew I would be lovingly sensitive to the fact that they were fundraising. I think it was only their second year of doing this kind of a extravaganza, but they raised funds and make sure that people who are gay, queer, or lesbian can get health care.
Oh yes, that's important.
Many places get turned away.
Yeah, because it's really unfortunate with certain
everybody
powers
should have
that
health
be.
care.
Everyone, right. I always say it should be free.
Or whether they have money or not.
Oh, money, exactly. It should be, people should have access, everyone, absolutely, you know,
everyone. I'm saying that because I think that's what they think the kind of human being I am. So I'm really, really happy and grateful. That's what they think of me. Yeah.
Yes, absolutely. And again, Ms. Moore, you deserve it. Absolutely. And you expounded so many words of wisdom already, but the last question I usually ask people I interview is, what word of wisdom do you want to share?
Take a chance on yourself. I think that's really what my book's about.
Great. I love it.
Trust yourself. If you fail, try again.
Absolutely. That's a great word of wisdom. Yes, and your book is available. This is it, Marvelous and Getting Better. Available on Amazon.
It's on Amazon right now.
Excellent.
Yes.
And I'm gonna definitely, you know, I'm sure it's a dynamite read. I'm definitely going to buy it myself. And I just say, you're welcome. You're welcome. No, I'm sure I will. I'm sure I love autobiographies and reading other people's journeys and where they've gone, where they're going to. Absolutely. And I just thank you so much, Ms. Moore, for your time. And I wish you all the best, all of God's blessings. And and continue. Yes, and you continue to continue to do even more great things, and you know, happy holiday season to you and your family, and thanks for talking back with Steve Mack.
And I hope you know that I really enjoyed this. Thank you so much. It's a joy.
Oh, you're welcome, Ms. Moore. Thank you. I thank you. Appreciate you. Okay, and God bless you, and you take care.
Thank you. Alrighty. Bye-bye.
Thank you. Okay. Bye-bye.